Alright, g'day guys, welcome back to another video. Matt Preston built Prado. Now today it's very exciting. We're going to rearrange the drawer system in the back, and I'm going to show you this new table I bought that's like a hook-on table for the drawers, and we're going to put the new battery box system in, so there's a lot to do, so let's get into it. Well, as you can see there, we've disconnected all the wiring to the inverter and the DC-DC charger, and the battery box is just sitting there in the corner. The fridge is still here, and it's really cool to see how much space actually is available and what we're going to get back. Now, another niche thing, this drawer here, ages ago I had to take it out to get a bolt that fell underneath, and I took the bump stops off, and this was like 2 years ago. And the problem is when you open it, it will just infinitely come out and it will just drop. And for 2 years I've dealt with that. But finally now, because I've got this top section off, I can take this lid off and actually get behind there and put them back on properly. So I'm very excited about that. It's been really annoying. But yeah, so we'll get also the new battery box out to swap out for this King's one. Okay, so we're at a point now where this draw's all fixed now, so it does actually pull open and close properly because the bump stops are back in. And I've just measured the battery boxes. The King's one's actually 30mm longer, which is interesting, but they're pretty much the exact same width. Now, the battery in there is just a lithium, and I know it's not very long, so we should be able to fit it in this one. What is cool with this battery box, you've actually got two Anderson plugs here. You can just see them there, so that's super handy, so you can literally just, you know, as long as your battery's plugged up, those will plug straight in. So that's a really great idea. Positive, negative on the back, and then all the other main dials on the front here. But inside the box, we get a strap for the battery, little plastic, little tabs there with little screws, and the user manual. I had to say it, but I think I'm going to keep using this box here just because I've had a huge look at all the wiring. It's absolute pig's mess in there. And if I start pulling it all apart, it's just going to be an absolute mission to put it all back in the same spot. But the main reason I'm not going to use it is because the positioning of the Anderson plugs and some of the bits on top are different to the Sanhema one, which means the wire lengths are kind of wrong. So I'd have to like rewire, like get new wires and make them longer, which is obviously so much unnecessary work when that just sort of works fine as it is. So, but what we do need to do though, which is still going to be quite difficult, is here I've got, these are old random walls and bits from previous times I made drawers in here. When I went to Fraser Island, I did actually make a temporary wall because I wanted more storage because we had 3 people in here. But I'm hoping, because the fridge is going here, I need to somehow make a wall that can sort of sit back in there, and then I can still mount the DC charger inverter too, but then this fridge can go hard up against it. So I need to figure that out. Cool, how crazy is that? That's the awning set up. So as you can see, heaps of shade protection as well. Now it's my first time we're just having lunch out the back here. So we thought we'd be able to also use that new table I got from Facebook Marketplace. So this table here, you've probably seen them a million times before, but this is just a little King's hook-on table. Now they're about $100, but you can get them on special for like $90 at King's, and you'll get like 2 canvas bags for free. But I got this for $50 on Facebook Marketplace because I still didn't want to pay $100. So very simple, but you pretty much just pull out your drawer and it'll just hook on. And then you've got a nice cooking area here. I'm pretty sure it's 3 or 4 stainless steel, so it's good for like cooking and like cutting vegetables stuff. So really cool. And now we've got all this space in here as well that we can put camping gear, and the fridge is on this side now. So yeah, it'll take some getting used to, but it's a lot more practical. So very excited to camping with it. That's the big dog.
This is Panini. Panini, look at the camera.
Okay, so we're just having lunch out the back, and we've just packed up, and I just thought I would show you guys how I've packed everything so far. So as you can see, obviously we've got the table here on the left, and then you come in here now. So this is a clear canvas bag. Now this is from Blacksmith Camping Supplies. Now this is made in Adelaide, which is really cool. So it's Australian made quality, not like from China or anything. And in here, as you can see, just got like King's kettle, sponges, cutlery, salt and pepper, dishwashing liquids and bowls, and a lighter. So a bit of random stuff, but it's just the kettle's really big and it only sort of fit in there. So that's the first bag. And then this bag is obviously one of the Vic Off-Road cargo gear bags. Now these are very nice, got the little label here. So obviously I feel like clear top's also probably a bit more better, you can see what's in there, but this also is pretty obvious what's in here. So open this up, put matches and a little hand holder can thing up there. Down here we've got like wipes, just for like cleaning bench tops and that sort of stuff. We've got oil under there, cutlery, knives, big spatulas, chopping boards. We've got pots and pans, tea towels, that sort of stuff. So, and another thing is this is a King's barbecue spatula, but it's massive. I don't think you can tell how big this is, but it literally fits in there diagonally. It's a bit almost unnecessarily big, to be honest. But yeah, so that all zips up in there very neatly, very nicely, and I'm super happy with how that all fits in there. One of my favourite parts is how it can sit on there, and that itself just looks like a really cool table. Like you can just have it like that, and you can open your fridge, put stuff on it, and obviously you can put it on that side. I just think that's so cool. So obviously that's a nice solid table there, but that's pretty much that drawer full. And then obviously we've got a void here, fridge is now on this side, battery and all that stuff still in there, inverter, all that good stuff still in there working. So in the fridge is nothing because I've just moved it, but that is good there. And then we've got a bit of storage behind the fridge. Now this other side, I finally put the bump stops on so it actually doesn't fall out. And then this one's really cool as well. So I've got, so far this is just what I've sort of started with, but I've got servicing and straps. So in here there's like zip ties, like little fluid bottles. There's actually a high lift jack in here as well, so that's super handy. And then in the straps, that speaks for itself, but this is just all the like sort of fasty ratchet straps, that sort of stuff if I have to tie anything down, or on the back. And then they're just labelled like that. And then in here it's just got the toolkit. That's a Novasight camp light. And then here we've got the Oricom jump starter. Here we've got that King's axe, and then underneath there's actually a King's pop-up sink. So that's this one fully done, and that now locks properly, whereas before it could move because it didn't have bump stops. So that's the general idea how it is now. Obviously I've got Jerry coming on the way, a water Jerry and a petrol Jerry, and we'll probably have the water one in there, and the tap will be here, and we'll be able to camp really well. And then the bar table, maybe let me know what you think I should do with it, because I just feel like, I don't know, I like the look of the wood, but I don't know, it's really high even for me, and I just don't think it really works in this setup. Like you could open that up like that, I don't know, I just feel like I like the aluminium table and it's so much lower, and like my partner's small, so it's just a better height to work on. Excuse the messiness back here, but pretty much made a custom timber wall, which was an offcut, and the inverter's on the back there. The fridge plug now plugs straight into the battery, which is handy because I've taken a meter out of the lead, which hopefully, because obviously the more wire you have, the more power reduction you get. So hopefully right now I'm not losing as much power because the wire's shorter. And then down here, you can see here I've just got the iTech World 25 DC-DC charger. So right now it's sort of waiting for solar to go on, so that's why it's flashing like that. But once I put the 10 on and the solar on, this will be working properly, and we'll be able to charge it while we're camping, And the back here, I've just sort of zip tied the wires a bit, but I'll need to neaten that up even again. But this little ball seems to be good enough. It's holding a whole entire inverter, which is quite heavy, but it's also wedged against the fridge. And the vents, as you can see there, still have some breathing space, which is also important. But the main thing is here, like, look at all this usable space here. And then in here, you can have the dog here, and even camp chairs down there for a little base for her. And then in here, gas bottle and, I don't know, sleeping bags, that sort of stuff. So pretty excited. Okay, so I'm very happy with the layout. Now also, you may be able to see on camera, but it's actually red here, just under the boot. That's because the old bumper that was plastic covered that, so I didn't need to paint it. But now the new rear bar, it's lower and it's red and it sticks out like a sore thumb. So I'm actually going to go home and paint that now, so it's all sandy top and it looks correct. And then besides that, we're going to live out of it, camp out of it, make sure it's all happy with everything, where everything is, and then we can work on from there if you want to change anything. But as you guys do know, I'm getting a new car later this year, so I'm not sure if I don't want to go too crazy on this, because I'm gonna have to like do a whole nother setup anyways in a new car. So that's why I don't think it's sort of worth to pull out all the king's drawers and that sort of stuff. But I'm very happy with it, and I'm very happy, if you can't tell, with that little bar, that little table hook on. I think that's a great idea. And the battery and all that's in the same spot. So the rooftop tent will go on and the solar very shortly, but I'm so happy with this, how it is right now. Hope you guys can agree. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time on Built Prado.